Oh my god, Granadi.
Did Granadi not figure out his Uplay?
Did he rate you?
I guess he muted.
Oh. Yeah, I also just saw that someone wrote Granadi can't get his something to work.
Nah, Granadi.
For like 50 minutes I tried to fix my Uplay and it didn't work. I tried like so many different things, nothing worked. It's just so bad.
So you just can't log in or what?
Yeah, like, yeah. I wanted to play Royal with a viewer. He wanted to add me, but I didn't get the friend request, so I tried to restart Uplay and like log in and log out. But now I cannot log in again. I've been trying for like 40 minutes now.
Like not logging in at all in Uplay?
Ja. It always says, ein Ubisoft-Dienst ist im Moment nicht verfügbar.
Wow.
Really
That's unlucky.
Yeah. But I'm gonna leave now. So good luck in the cup
Yeah,
and
wow.
yeah, see you tomorrow hopefully.
Yeah, thanks a lot
Bye-bye.
for the raid, man.
Yo, no problem.
This map looks interesting. I think I already forgot everything again. But it's basically just... Oh, interesting. So there's a wall right at least.
Is that a jump? No. I bet it has a mod because it looks really weird.
It probably has... Oh no, why does it have to be... Okay, it's fine. It's fine. I thought you can I thought you can like do the water shenanigans.
There was a small one at the end.
It looked in the GPS, it looked like you can't because the finish is in the water.
Yeah, maybe I just didn't have good speed. I bounced a bit before.
Ah, oh, okay. Yeah, I just watched the GPS and he had enough speed.
But yeah, all the turns look similar, so it takes a while until I can remember.
Oh no, no cam change. I'm not used to cam changes anymore. Even inside, but don't you maybe want to... Okay, you can maybe do it. Ah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, last map didn't have that many cam changes, that was easy.
Like a very small one, right before the finish. What about?
Yeah, I don't think that even makes a difference though.
Probably not.
Oh. Yeah, the lines are difficult. Oh. I mean, I didn't have any issues with Uplay, but I already started it. When did I even start Uplay? Also an hour ago. I think it's just luck or like bad luck by Granadi that it didn't work for him. This is a good map though, for me.
Okay, we'll win.
Yeah.
Yeah, just do it.
Easy, easy, no problem. Ah shit, I forgot this one again.
Not sure with the first turn so far. When sliding.
Yeah, I got in because I'm Lackers Tobi. Imagine I would call my Twitch name like that and I would stick like 2 months with it. Turbo would be so annoyed at that, I think. Kinda want to do it just to see his reaction.
I see. I expect a lot of people will complain that there's no cam change for the wall ride. I love that. It's so good. Like for me that's perfect. Of course for others no, but
You know,
I want to change them myself because the mappers never know when to change them.
yeah, but that's
Yeah,
I get it, you know,
obviously-
I know what you mean. But,
Yeah, obviously it's bad for most people, but for me that's exactly what I want. Like it's
But-
only
if it's a good cam change, then it's better for you as well, right?
no. I will
Huh?
still do it. It's in my blood. I will always.
Yeah, but if
cam
every mapper would do it good, then you wouldn't do it anymore.
In my Turbo Cup map, I also just didn't put any cam change into because that wall ride is also nice to try with cam 1. I don't want to force people to try that.
That makes no sense. No, not joking. Wait, the wall ride can be good in cam 1? I'm not sure
I mean,
about
in
that.
2006, no, when Meter Tracker was the big thing in Trackmania Nations East WCC, all the top maps back then, yeah, or the top awarded maps on Team X have been were fast wall ride maps, and like Dutch Delight or something like that, if you remember. These were classic map names. Yeah, I always played back then wall rides with Cam 1 works, but on the Turbo map it's really easy to do it with Cam 1.
Yeah, of course. Even on this map, it's not that difficult. Like, I did it in the first round and it worked fine. Probably was better than the one I did in Cam 3 afterwards. Yeah, I don't know.
How close is it already? I'm only
I
at
come
10
from my
behind top 10 and I'm 24th. What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm not getting faster as well. That's my problem right now.
But yeah, that was also crazy. I saw
This
on that. You remember the track of the day lately where we had this rail at the start where you could, where it was a bit random and you could be faster. Afterwards, that first ball, I saw someone actually driving that with camera 1 and not changing to camera 3. There I was really surprised to do that in cam 1.
Someone suggested that you should be able to disable cam changes. The problem with that is that the track of the day from yesterday, for example, wouldn't work at all. Like, it would basically destroy certain map types with that. And I don't really know how to like avoid that problem.
Yeah, I mean there was a
Without
setting.
making it too complicated, of course. Of course you can make it, but then it's gonna be super complicated to know when you can and when you can't disable it and what's forced and what's not forced. It has to be understandable as well.
I mean, you could only do that if you would do the cam changes not with normal media tracker but with a separate thing just for cam changes. Then you could do that.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea as well, because
Okay,
cam
I
changes
mean-
are kind of difficult.
Yeah, and it's really unintuitive
Yeah.
how to build them, especially good, because a lot of people don't know that.
I literally got asked how I did the cam change for the backwards looping in my map yesterday. And I already forgot it myself, so I had to invest some time to find it out again.
I mean, that kind of cam change is of course a bit different, but
Yeah,
really-
actually, now that
true,
you
but-
say it, I realized the problem behind it. Interesting.
The thing though is, like, even there already is a backwards cam in this game as well, right? So it wouldn't be that difficult to include something like that.
I mean, I use the backwards camera all the time. Not,
Yeah,
not
exactly.
on this map, but often.
Cam suggestions and cam forces, yeah. It just makes it more complicated. Yeah, that's the issue with that. And the game is meant to be super intuitive and not complicated.
But then comes Smash Model.
Yeah, but that's something you don't have to use. Like cam
Yeah.
changes and stuff like that is kind of like you kind of need to use them. Like something like Mesh Modeler can be super unintuitive. Obviously, there should still be tutorials for that if you wanna understand it, you know? Like it shouldn't be like, yeah, you have to trial and error everything. I don't like that, but the fact that it's super unintuitive makes sense. Like no one has to ever use it.
I mean, it's also just a, in general, complicated subject, Mesh Modeler. Like in general, modeling like that, 3D
Yeah,
modeling.
exactly. It
Making
has nothing to
something-
do with normal mapping.
Yeah.
I'm super surprised that it's actually existing in this game still.
Yeah.
Like, why would you ever include a full 3D modeler in the game? But sure, why not, right?
I mean, it's amazing. I love it, but I was also surprised. It feels too good to be in the game. I don't know.
Tell that to everyone that's not using the mesh modeler and does it with Blender, man. They would say it's the worst thing that happened.
Just
Maybe.
next.
Maybe not the worst thing, but it does make the process a little bit easier for simple stuff.
I mean, you can do a lot with mesh modeling.
Yeah, you just don't have the feature set you would have in Blender, for example. But even with the simple features you have in Mesh Modeler, you can create almost everything already. And the fact that you can just edit normal blocks from the Neo is just so powerful. Why am I so bad? Need to improve, I think.
I'm also surprised. I thought my time was good. It's only barely Div1 right now, so
Yeah, I'm also
definitely
there.
good for that.
I mean, I am Div1 right now, but I'm not gonna stay Div1 with that.
You probably need like a 0.1 here or so. Maybe 0.2. I don't know. In theory, that's not that far away, but the map is very simple. I feel like I'm missing good turns.
The problem is that my game is kind of laggy. Excuses already. My last turns are really bad.
For me, it's all the first turns.
I have to concentrate on this ship. I don't want to get Division 2 on such a map.
You have good chances to win that.
Yeah, but it's boring. Again, shit.
For me, it's gonna be close.
Yeah. Same.
Same.
But if I reach Div1, I will have no chance to win. Be confident about that.
Yeah, that's always the problem.
Depends on how much better I understand the lines towards the end. I mean, that's it. Yep, good last turn as well. Okay, I'm safe. Wow, look at that, it's 0.2 faster and it's just top 20 already.
Really. Yeah, was already guessing that it's gonna be very tight.
Yeah, I'm definitely safe. Question is how good I'm gonna do in Division 1. I think I can be fast. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I definitely can be fast.
Okay, I will make it.
Nice airtime.
Also by previous PP would have been enough probably. But now I'm definitely safe.
I just fucked up the 0.7. Well, at least 0.8. But had the potential. By the way, did you ever hear about Discord overlay not working? Like, can it be because of streamer mode or something like that? I don't think it can be. It doesn't really make sense to have anything to do with streamer mode. I rather think it might be because of Windows 7.
I should also be safe with the last spy.
That was a shit last turn.
Yeah.
I think I have a good chance actually. I can be way faster than what my PB just is.
What was the world record?
0.7?
Okay. Yeah, well.
I mean, I know. I mean, that feels very hard, but I know exactly how that would be possible.
Yeah, I don't
Like,
think I need to watch it.
Yeah, you don't need to watch it, just get the turn better. Obviously. But it's just insane that there are so many people who get in between that. For me.
And for some reason on speed tag maps like this, it's also super close.
Yeah.
Same with dirt maps.
I mean, in general, I think everyone is improving, to be honest. And all the Div1 in general is improving.
Yeah, obviously.
I mean, at least on these countries.
Apart from ice, because no one trains ice.
Is ice getting better as well? I mean, still not great, but probably.
I would still hope to get like some adjustments for ice, for the ice physics. Just small adjustments, but a little, just small ones, you know. But we won't get them, I think. Yeah, you can get that boost, but it's for the respawn route. Like if you have to stand still respawn to get the wall right, you can't get it with the normal run.
Oh, there's an update for Trackmania now.
Yeah, I got that one actually.
I also got that like an hour ago.
Yeah.
Oh god. I improved by 2000s. But still warmer PB.
Sick.
I had minus 210. My end was really good in my run, and I needed that as well. Got 56. But early guess 0.1, probably pretty accurate. I guess like
Yeah,
5.1 was on the edge. Like maybe 0.20, but 21 I would already think no.
Yeah, the second turn is so weird. I mean the second, wait, third drift with the magnet, because you already have to start it on the magnet.
I think the one before is also really weird to the left. I always believe there actually.
Yeah,
I'm on a banger of a run.
difficult.
What is it gonna be? For 95.
Oh.
95, sick.
Okay, there actually was a gap from 19 to 21. So 22 actually made it. Interesting. But yeah, then there are 7 people or 6 with a 0.23 who didn't make it.
Oh. Unlucky. Oh, random car appearing. I love this fact about this game. You can disable opponents, but you will still sometimes see one.
Yes, it is. Ich really wonder how it's even possible. Like, if you wanted to program that bug, that it's in, how would you do?
Well, you would force it.
Yeah, but it isn't forced. Probably.
No, it isn't. It's just... I guess that's just what happens if you continue on developing the same code and same code base for like how many years already? I mean, at some point,
right?
At some point, this game even like we still got Shootmania net. We still got Shootmania code in this game, and I mean this netcode is even based on the Shootmania netcode. Of course, there are gonna be weird bugs with that. I think.
I saw a post today from Zvex implementing the tornado from Shootmania Royal into TM 2020.
Ah.
So,
Yes, of course.
you know the tornado in Royal, which was the first like Battle Royale game mode, like the actual one before Fortnite.
I don't even know it actually.
I don't know if it's first. It was definitely before those. kind of
Probably wasn't first, let's be honest. But
Yeah, unlikely. But anyways, it shrinks down and gets very close, and then in the tornado at the end you're fighting. Actually, I kind of want to play Trackmania again. I mean, I don't know, Royal is cool.
Yeah, on Sundays at 8 PM there are 2 Royal Cups.
Yeah.
The Super Royal and the Trackmania Royal.
I really dislike in Cam 7 what I just saw. These mountains aren't connected.
oh no, they aren't connected.
Just a hole in the ground. I mean, almost everything is filled, but then there's just one hole. Like, come on, please.
Actually, there's also flickering at the start.
Yes.
I don't really know why though. There shouldn't be flickering there. Oh my god, it's so laggy. Shit. I really need UPC, man. I guess Windows 7 says it all, huh? I need a sugar mummy.
I have a feeling what will happen to me. Maybe not anymore because I speak about, but maybe still. Before the wall ride that I touch the CP on the right, because I always aim to go very tight there around the CP, but the CP still has the triangle behind, which is blind.
Yeah. I'm scared of the turn beforehand actually as well.
Yeah, I go over the inside very often, like in TimeAttack I just did that, but...
Yeah, the thing why is because that's like, it goes like 1 block up, but no, 2 blocks upwards, but only 1 to the left. It's like not diagonal, like it should be usually. It's missing a block because I guess he didn't have an item for that. I don't know. Would have been better with one more block on the inside.
Alright, let's see how long I can survive with these legs. I mean, it should get less leggy the longer I survive.
So either you go out first round or you win.
Okay.
Only 2 options.
I accept that.
I mean,
you know, if someone told me, yo, you're either gonna go out the first round of every cup of the day or win, I would instantly take that.
Nah.
Because going out first round is not even that frustrating in one way, especially if you expect it. You're just gonna spectate and stuff. That's fine. Dexter almost went out actually.
But he wouldn't have spectated all so early.
Probably not. No. I mean, is he streaming it? If he's streaming it, he might. I mean, if you...
Harvey Flay and Lucy with a tie.
Dexter, are you streaming?
On my screen. What? No, I'm not streaming.
Oh. Well, then you obviously
I just got a question in my chat. It is, why isn't Dexter here?
Yeah.
That's something to do.
Getting Division 1?
You will never know.
Yeah, that's what I... Besides that.
What did he do? What can you do while trying to get Division 1 actually?
You can listen to something.
Ah. You listen to the CD I sent you via Insult you. I see. I appreciate that. I'm still waiting for your CD though. Please hurry up. That reminds me I have to cancel my Audible account.
But now I have time always again for a couple of days at the start.
Massa. Leggy drops back.
He was watching hentai, wasn't he?
Yeah, why qualifying for the one?
Yeah. Maybe you qualified with one-hand keyboard.
Man, I would have been so mad if I would be out because of my Windows.
Yeah, I could.
Oh, that's what happened in the first round.
Yes.
But at least you know. At least now you know it won't happen again this cup of the day, right? Guess not then. Oh.
I completely forgot that you might be able to speed slide on the last water when you land there shortly.
It doesn't
But it's
matter.
not
That's,
even
that seriously shouldn't matter at all.
I mean, I do it, but it's like on the line. It is.
And like the problem is, you slightly move to the side with it. It could be actually lower.
Yeah,
Depends on how.
just jump to the side beforehand, then you get straight because of it.
But
I don't
that's
even.
also the same problem.
Yes.
If you do an air brake, you don't even water skip. You just go into the water.
Yeah, actually, I'm also air brake. Yeah, it doesn't play a role.
What? Air brake?
Dexter, we already figured out the nice video title for you. If you've been.
Yeah.
I actually won cup of the day by watching hentai.
Nice. Time to start with YouTube.
That would be a banger of a video to start with. Jenny.
One cup of the day by
Blood trap.
accidentally watching.
I accidentally watched hentai by winning cup of the day.
Oh,
I go full over that hole. I want to keep it because it never went wrong. I just don't know if it can go wrong.
Everything can go wrong in this game.
I mean, it's
I'm
completely on the
happy
line.
I didn't. I'm happy I refrained from saying a name because it would have been the wrong one.
Ah, Lars, finally. Oh, you might not see me. I have the same time as Slide.
Yeah, I didn't see you. I was so
Because in the
confused.
last round I was also 2 places behind you.
It was I tried to air brake in the end, but I thought I didn't know that that last block was a ramp. I thought you were already jumping there, so I just braked.
I recognized so many ties already. It's gonna happen so often on this map. Like first
Why
round,
though?
first
You
and
don't-
second place were tied. Harvey Flyer and someone else.
Why are there so many ties on this map? I don't really understand. Wasn't it at a specific angle usually? Is the Mania planet it was? Oh my god. I'm just gonna disable it. Save it.
This round suddenly was a bit harder.
Okay.
I was the whole time in
good
red.
job, Dexter.
Oh, Ratchet is out. Simply Nick Justice.
Yeah.
Simply Nick is driving evening, okay.
Like was all, but ever was this so close, and I felt like I pushed so hard. But that one release turn feels weird. It's so scary.
I wonder how old that map is. I mean, it could still be a pretty old one, right?
Could be.
Uses water at the end. Well, I mean, the water is weird, but you are getting a water bounce.
Yeah, okay.
It's definitely real water. Even though it's a little bit weird with the bounce.
Oh, is this really
Oh, what was that?
Full YOLO over the
so
pole.
scary.
Oh my god. I really wish there would be a cam change. It would make it way more comfortable for me.
I mean, very early on, I'm already not allowed to take any Marius lines here. They would instantly cost way too much. I really have to go for every corner.
Yeah, I mean,
right,
like,
that was so close this round.
yeah. I mean, it could happen that like next round, point 2 goes out easily, from what we've been seeing. At least in the last one. Okay, maybe point 3.
Well, if you're
Okay, there's
running
actually a
driving-
lot of point 3s. I just saw. Probably also the last one.
By the way, apparently this map is really shit for bonkers. I mean, yeah, I imagine this might not be the best map for beginners. Oh.
completely bad.
So this-
It's not good.
Imagine going out with that.
Imagine getting a slide.
I hate the
Imagine
first turn.
saving.
Afterwards, I've been risking and I've only been losing positions. Pretty cool.
I don't know what to do in the second to last drift.
Yeah, that one feels bad. Oh no. How much speed? Oh,
No way!
holy shit! I'm 30
Nice.
second.
You are 32nd! You're 100 in
Wow.
front of me!
Yeah. Yeah, I suddenly dropped to red in the last CP, but I had lots of speed.
Yeah, I also had lots of speed. I was shown as 32nd or something, or 31st or whatever. I mean, I lost 210 to the start because I accidentally braked.
Oh, I accidentally braked. And went
See,
out.
then I'm always going over that edge actually at the beginning.
Yeah, but Marius, what are we actually doing today? There are so many options.
Oh,
I mean, weekly race, LOL edition sounds very, very
oh my god. LOL illusion.
Yup,
And the last
maybe I shouldn't have asked you.
Does
Kogo,
sound
enough.
interesting.
This one now is safe.
And Scrappy on orange.
I mean, you were Lars, of course, of all the people who survived.
Yeah, because I only wanted to not get 33rd. That's why I was also fine with going out now. I just wanted to be top 32.
Oh, when will I bonk? I risk a bit too much, probably.
Oh god. German humor at its finest. I'm edgy because I'm going over the edge.
It's so funny, Marius, you're the only one going for that line. It's fine though.
Yeah?
Two
What
people
is he
grab-
doing?
Just going super wide.
Ah!
Oh, I'm sliding again. That's so bad.
What do you mean you're sliding? You're not... You don't want to slide?
Another
No,
guy
you just
crashed.
released.
But we need one more. But you got it, so. It's exactly 4 crashes.
Oh, yeah, I'm out.
Another one. Wait, Dexter? Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Thanks.
Don't you just know 4 people crashed?
I hit an edge.
Yes.
You're also
Don't
edgy.
do that.
Dexter.
Wow, Pika even lost a lot of time at the end.
Yeah, you know slide that right turn.
Yeah, maybe I should then. Maybe I shouldn't.
It's way better.
But is it
Everyone,
safer?
was everyone also?
Okay, I need to prove, guys.
Yeah, I could have survived, but like, who cares actually?
Well, what was that? My car didn't steal.
Like, you just go for the outside and release it. It's really easy for me. It's very crazy slow. Like, you're too slow anyways. No,
You
in
mean
that
I'm
right
slow
turn.
anyway?
Oh no, what's this line so?
Stop spectating me.
Yeah, why are you drifting?
Oh, 3 people crashed. It's you have 2 10 Marius.
Ah, yeah, of course you're talking about Marius and not me.
Yeah, I don't need to tell you. I mean, you are easily safe.
Yeah, I didn't know how much I lost at the beginning actually.
Right. Had a good chance of
I
winning
just
this
wanted
if
to
I
make you
didn't throw.
nervous. You were fully safe.
Yeah. It was faster than I thought it would be. Especially
But
didn't help.
Like in every round after I went out, I would have been fine with my time. It's so typical. And it was by 100. I already expected it. I said it right before.
I had also a
Obviously,
very
I
good run
failed.
when you went out, but then I lost it in the second to last slide a bit.
40 now slide now.
I mean, I also failed it, of course.
Or we should start to jinx
One guy didn't start.
Oh no.
it. Oh no, yeah.
just started to.
You mean the one to the left?
This is a wild.
The one here now,
You turn
right?
yes.
So I do a small release.
Yes. Not like I can still do better, but yeah. Yeah, same. For you. Like 0.2 still.
And Marius was tired. He needed to risk. As another guy.
Oh,
crashed.
shorty. Yeah, it was
That
really
is
good.
fine.
Yeah, 0.2.
Yeah, that was a little bit bad actually.
Next round will be close.
I mean, one other person failed, and then the slowest time was by Shorty.
Like,
So-
you need to enter that turn even more outside shorty. But it's, if you can, if you do
Yeah, but I
good
have
nose, then
input
it's so
like,
much
okay,
faster.
I have excuses.
You have always excuses.
I saw all the turn that I was pretty wide,
Like,
but
shorty,
then I knew if I release now, there is no chance.
if I didn't go out, I could have won.
Oh no, what a surprise. Of course you could. If I
That's
didn't
my
go
excuse
out,
why I didn't
could have
win,
won.
because I was going out.
I mean, in how many couple of days can you not say that?
Like, is not a lot match where it would have been kind of
Oh.
easy to get it this close to a win.
I mean, you're almost always fast enough, no matter the style.
Yeah, wow,
yeah.
the snow circle line was... I also had no
I mean, how much faster is that? Because I was also drifting. Didn't look that much faster.
It seems to be faster. I mean, I'm first. That
Yeah.
clue. You overtook
Yeah,
us.
not
Always
anymore.
gains there on
Second,
everyone
second.
else. Like, if you really
Yes.
push it, I think it can be actually.
So in this round here, you needed
Yeah, maybe.
0.2 mid.
But like your last drift is horrible, shorty. Why so
Yeah, I
tiny?
know. I know.
Just go wider.
Yeah,
Why so
I
scared?
I don't know.
I'm trying to teach you for the win.
I'm trying my best, okay?
Like with a good end, it would have been a 0.7, so you were actually on a good one.
Yeah, I know.
Everyone spectating shorty here. Let's go to Rasi. He was in danger last round already. Shorty is slow, okay. Oh, Rasi full crash. You have to hope now.
I have to hope.
Yeah, you can't get him with risk. Can you Valegen bit off the line? I think so. No.
Oh, come on.
Valegen drove for 0.20 now.
The 10th place in front of Valegen.
Yeah, shorty, you
This
read
is
much.
already much
Yeah, I
more
know
ahead,
I was too much inside. If I would have survived this round, I think I would have won. I just needed to be lucky this one round.
No, we cheer for Margo.
Army?
He's my teammate.
Yeah, I mean, he's also my teammate. Oh, let's see.
I would expect Valegen to go out now and also looks to be the slowest. Yeah.
He's dead. Valegen is dead.
And
And
Crit,
Gunny is
Crit
also dead.
also-
Ach, come on. No, Grit was not Gunny. Oh, this is so painful to watch. I don't like spectating.
But the rest is
What?
close.
Yeah, the rest is super close. They are even going outside.
It looks crappy
Might
on
be
orange.
faster.
Yeah, it is faster.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, of course. If you hit
Probably
it
is,
perfectly.
yeah. Yeah, I wasn't sure if it would be faster or not. Yeah, but near you know what I mean. Like, you have to get lucky at least once to win a cup of the day.
Yeah,
the
that's why I
rule,
never
so-
win.
Yeah, that's why you never win.
I'm actually not lucky at all.
That's why you never win. Wait, let me look at the spreadsheet again. Who was that guy?
Nobody's going for no set now.
Yeah, actually no one. Oh wait, I think 7 went. I think it looked like 7 went forward.
Yeah,
Well, it's better.
obviously
Die.
it worked out for him.
Definitely is better,
Margot?
yeah.
Oh, Heath versus Magorian.
Yeah, but he had
Yeah.
really bad second to last drift.
Yeah, this is a line that I also struggled with sometimes, that this just happened. Otherwise Magorian on orange now with a .01.
Yeah, okay. If you're Muda and it's full speed, that's something else though. I don't think for full speed and Mudda normal rules apply.
What?
He
Why?
didn't win that often though, in full speed, a couple of the days.
Yeah, but wasn't there one couple? Apparently there was one couple of the day where he won every single round.
We were
It
there.
was on a weird dirt full speed map.
I don't think that was dirt full speed. He's not
It
that
was-
dominant on dirt. Or
It
was
was dirt full speed.
Oh,
We
interesting.
even played it together, just us two,
Ah,
with the shitty deer this
ah,
time.
that one. Yeah, with the start, right?
And with the
Because he
combats.
was just way better than everyone else at the
Okay,
start.
Scrappy's in danger, watch out.
Ah, he's gonna survive.
Is he?
Oh,
Magorian has really good second to last drift.
not with that last drift. Scrappy isn't lucky anymore for some reason. Like in the last couple of.
He's
I
still
mean,
He was-
did you not
Wasn't
see
he
him?
lucky
earlier?
yesterday?
Was he? I wasn't there
Yeah.
yesterday.
You were.
Keith, thank
Yeah,
you for the
wasn't-
prime sub.
I was there physically, but I wasn't there mentally.
Okay, can understand.
Scrappy.
I was watching hentai while playing, okay? Yep.
Oh, we have here a German to cheer for, but might be his last one, hopefully not. Patrose versus Poker here, Germany versus Austria. Patrose had to correct his line in the wall right. The end will decide as usual. Patrose has a very, very bad exit speed now. And will he actually lose that place? It's
Outside.
close, but I think
Yeah.
he loses
Yeah.
it, yeah.
The outside line
Was
is better.
close, though.
So now, Patrose did exactly a .000 flat. So you needed the sub by now.
Yeah, super close rounds. Not sure if I would have survived that long even.
Spam is the favorite for me.
Yeah, of course doable. But you just need one bad round and then it's over.
Well, Spam is the type of guy that doesn't take Cup of the Day too serious, but when he sees the chance of winning on a map that he likes, then he's really focused.
It doesn't really matter if you take Cup of the Day serious or not with this kind of format. Especially in the last couple of rounds. Like if you're in top 8, of course you're
Yeah,
gonna
of
concentrate.
course, but before it's important.
Yeah, before. Yeah, of course. Before definitely.
Yeah, that's why I always throw. But
Yeah,
when I also see that I'm with the faster map, I also play a bit different.
Link has not the best speed, but it's enough. The round now
What
was
is Margot
very,
doing
very
in
good.
the end? He oversteers like
Link
hell, it's very
on
strong.
orange with a .90. The yellows were all with low .8s and high .7. Yeah, it's getting better and better. And barely any crashes right now, but I think I jinxed those 4 people.
Go, Marco, get your first win.
Would it be his first one?
Yeah,
Go, Margo. Get your first win.
like the others have won already.
With Poker, I'm not
It's
so
kinda
sure how
difficult.
often he actually won. But I think he won, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I remember him struggling to get a track or day win. Always getting second.
Yeah, and then he got many.
Yeah.
He pulled it
Then he
extra,
just
so
sacrificed all of his free time to get many.
he gets good speed,
Oh, I don't
but
know.
this is not enough to pass.
Yeah, but sick round.
Yeah, you need to drive your .7, .8 all the time now if you want to have a chance in Division 1 with a victory.
He got fourth 4 wheels fourth. Ha ha ha.
Haha. So, having a look at Link.
Marco's already out.
Spam has completely different lines in the beginning. Takes it way wider and then this no slide. Or
That,
at least
that
he
combination makes no sense, however. If he gets more speed and then no slides, I mean, then he could take a tighter and no slide.
twice. Oh, Spam. Okay, Link is out.
Ah, he has a bit more speed than Marco.
Ah, he has a shitty
Link
line.
is speed sliding this, what the fuck. But he comes
Oh, he
closer.
actually has more speed.
But
with that.
Margorian was always good in this drift. However, he has not the best line for the last drift, so Link comes back, it's close with all three, Spam also in danger, but Link is out. Margorian wins it.
Yeah, do you see what his ending is so bad?
Yeah, but did you see his car just skidding to the right?
Yeah. He's just full steering.
It's
apparently.
just... Why is he full steering? It looked so nice though.
Margorian versus Spam. Let us start for Spam. Now comes the first drift. Margorian drops a bit of speed but has better line for this left-hander. Still equal. Different lines here. Margorian has better angle for this turn, but overall this was not as good as for Spam. So Spam takes a little lead here, 400s. Margorian with a nice inside line, now they are equal again. Oh, that was a bit oversteered by Margorian. He could have had it much better. A wall ride might decide it, but Spam clips shortly with his wheel, has not the best angle. Oh, it's again so close, but Marco will not overtake.
You literally can't catch up after the red boost.
Yeah, you can't. But damn, like Marco definitely could have had it if he didn't oversteer.
Yeah, he lost so much in the wall ride.
Because he oversteered before fully. He
Yeah.
was free in his slide.
Yeah. Unlucky.
And
When
Spam was clipping with his wheel and didn't get a slowdown. I mean, that seemed lucky to be honest. On that edge.
Yeah, but he didn't clip it that hard, to be
Yeah,
honest.
I clipped there and was going out because of it.
Ah.
I'm never lucky, I thought. Maybe I'm just.
I didn't even make
Wait.
a mistake.
Trilux went out in top 4 by 2000s, and then he writes, the entire top 4 was within 2000s. What?
What? Holy shit. Well, that's gonna be a clip for sure.